and welcome to the show. We are here today in GTA 5 for some more racing. Oh dear. Oh no. Well, things have happened. I mean, we're also here for the usual amount of let's mess around with cars on the start line. You know, it's an important part of GTA 5. Which I think Stinty might be stuck up there. Anyway, yes, we are racing around. Now this circuit, you may recognise it. We have raced around, well, we've raced around this circuit before in the other direction. This is like a reverse layout, if you will. We're starting off with the Gauntlet Classic, not doing this for a long time, can't remember much about it. Not been a great start for me, and I managed to bump the wall immediately. Not ideal. There's going to be plenty of Impega's. Impega's tried to cheat, and Impega has paid the price. Fantastic, fantastic. You've got to love that little bit of karma, shall we say? Well, that section's very different going this way. It's a difficult to overtake part of the circuit. You've got much more sensible opportunities coming up. I don't know what the final corner. What's the final corner going to be like? We will find out shortly. It's not the longest of lap circuits, which is fine. We're going to get a really big slipstream run up through the middle. Lovely stuff. We will run some curbs. Not going to be able to do much. No, not going to be able to do much down here. Just go and understeer a little bit. Ooh, that's a chicane. Okay, and that I think is the final. That is the final corner. So it's not a particularly big run to the finish line. You're not going to get slipstream runs from a long way back. I feel like going 5 wide into turn 1 is asking for trouble with a hairpin like this. However, it's slightly my fault, if I'm honest. So I wanted to try and cut back underneath the lead pack. And I thought I was clear of Gliska, but I just wasn't quite. And I cut across the nose, and I paid the price for it. Yeah, it was one of those, if that had worked, it would have been glorious, but I misjudged it by a few centimetres, and unfortunately, I essentially spun myself on the nose of Gliska's car there. There is some more shenanigans up ahead, and while I'm following Crane, Stinty's gone adventuring. Stinty, where are you going? That's not the racetrack. You've just made up an entire Joker lap for yourself there. I'm going to take a much tighter line through there, as they are all fumbling and getting themselves in a spot of bother. We're trying to go across and get some slipstream from Stinty. Oh, there is a purple car having a look. There goes the slipstream. Christ, Stinty moved across that way. I wasn't trying to block cars. I was literally just trying to chase the slipstream from the car ahead. Was not quite working. Now, can we be flat through this section? Mostly, yes. You're not going to be flat through there if you've got a big slipstream tow, but if you are on your own, you are good to be flat out through that bit. We are up towards the hairpin once more. Gliska will make that pass stick. We will follow on the exit and give a little encouraging push to try and get out of that one. Stay in the slipstream down here if it wants to kick in. We're a bit too close for it to really be all that effective. Stinty can have a look to the inside if they want. I'm hoping, yeah, we can kind of do that. Dip the wheel over the curb on the exit. Try and get some slipstream. Well, if you're going to send it across the curbing that hard, you may find yourself in trouble. I mean, Stinty's got away with it, but yeah, not ideal. Liam is leading the way as the brightly coloured pack of cars is heading towards it. It's all grouping up again. It's now the top 8 are all pretty much together. I've actually slightly just fallen off the back. We'll have caught them by the next corner or so, because going 5 wide, generally not conducive for a good lap time. Mute is going to be right on that inside. Gliska has propelled themselves to the lead. The other time you won't be flat out through here is when you're all in a group, and then you can't be. But there we go. We'll follow our fellow Team Orange car to the inside. Nope, slipstream is not having any of it. The slipstream did not work until, I guess, we used it up a little earlier and it hadn't recharged. It's a bit of a funky thing. So for example, if you're in the draft of a car, even if you go to a different car, you sort of think of it almost as like a nitro bar. You've kind of used it, but you have no control over when it gets used. It's a bit frustrating at times, and so a bit inconsistent almost. But yeah, so we just did not have the slipstream we needed when we needed it. Gliska will get past I'm hoping we can get a half-decent exit out of all of this, which we do. We should stay with the pack going forward. Stevie and Ewan are there, having a bit of a look. I mean, it's a very big group of cars once again here. We will go across to the inside. Oh, well, we can push Brazen forward, but there wasn't quite the space to do the bump drafting in. Can we propel Brazen to the lead? Go, Brazen, go. We kind of did. I was hoping we could propel. We didn't quite have enough time to propel Brazen to the lead and then follow through the gap that was left. Sadly, it's not quite worked through all of that. As we come out of the final turn, we've got a great run on the exit of the final corner. Not got very much space to go. Ewan is sending it. It's a long way around the outside for that Frosty Gold machine, which has just about made it work. We will get a decent exit here off of the hairpin. Well, I'm a bit penned in, so Ewan, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to get a move on. Bump drafting, definitely very viable in these. I say surprisingly. You're never sure with vehicles. I guess the plus point with these is they've got quite a flat, they're quite a basic shape, quite a flat, relatively flat nose, good for sort of shunting the car ahead. You never know with GTA physics, collision physics, what they're going to do, but on the most part, yeah, not the biggest surprise in the world that they can bump draft, relatively well. We will go for. We'll try up here, but it's not quite worked. We're a little bit too close to really get the slipstream effect going on properly. It does a little bit. Yeah, it works a little bit. However, Impega, which has way more momentum on the outside, sweeps past all of us, although Tangles with Ninetales couldn't quite get past Stinty. The issue we've got now is it's so many cars in there, although we definitely picked the right side to go there. That was a bit of a curbing. It hit the curb, it launched the car across. It would have been fine on its own, but there's a car alongside, and Ninetales. And nothing Ninetales could have done about that unknowing participant in that accident. Anyway, we've come out of all of this in fourth. Brazen went across a bit quicker than I expected. Doesn't really matter. We'll be passed. We'll be passed by the corner. But the important thing is that we all stay within, relatively close to the leaders. We want to stay. Well, ideally, you want to be within slipstream range. We're not. We might be actually, because they've had a big scary moment. Stinty is again going all the way off to the left, exploring that part of the side. I think that will be Stinty's corner now, where it's more like Stinty's gravel trap. Or runoff, I guess. Should be a gravel trap, but you know what I mean. Brazen will come past, which is fine, because we want to do the old leapfrog towards Gliska. But Brazen will come past, get the slipstream from Gliska, will hopefully pull us up towards that fight as well. Around the outside into the braking zone here. Oh, it's sketchy. We got a lot of understeer. Because that time around, we did then immediately pick up slipstream from Brazen. Gliska understeered off on that one. We have got one more lap to go here. One more time around. We're in the lead group. We're in the fight. We've got a little bit of gap back. I mean, that gap will close by the end of this lap, I should think. I doubt it's going to be a 4-car battle for the lead by the end. You never know. You never know what's going to happen around any race in GTA. I mistimed that one. Something terrible. Oh, Gliska all the way to the inside. I wanted to get across. I know I have done it. It was a bit dicier than I wanted it to be. I wanted to get back on the track. And it's all stacked up through here. And yeah, again, we're talking a few centimetres. Almost turned ourselves on the nose of Stinty. We didn't know, which was important there. We are now on the outside, heading down the back straight. Okay. Not the worst problem to have here. The only thing that we do now have is no slipstream. Brazen's going through the middle. We're going for a little sneaky bit of curb boosting. No one's really got any slipstream. Ewan's going to be the one. Oh, Impega's turned up with a lot of speed. Did not see that until very, very late. Now, those cars with a huge amount of speed, are they going to understeer themselves into trouble through here? Not really. We are side by side with Brazen. We've got a great run here. We have a lot of momentum. Can we do anything about it? Not quite. Impega's going to hold on. Yeah, Impega with that huge run was able to defend. And we were actually in a really good position to try something there, but it just wasn't enough. We got ourselves onto the podium, though. I'm happy with that. Happy with that result, up to third. Yeah. Yeah, none of us could really get a slipstream down that back straight, and Pekka just turned up at a very, very, very high speed and came shooting past and was able to cling on. So well done. Pekka takes victory. Gliska is second. We get on the podium in third, ahead of Braze, and Stinty is fifth. Ewan, kind of the unlucky one, was in the fight. Someone was always going to come at the back of that group, and this time it was Ewan in sixth. And Liam, Chris, Blakey, and Level 8 would round out the top 10. For our second race, we have got the Gauntlet Hellfire race car thing, which is very cool, actually. I've forgotten the name immediately. It was literally on the screen 20 seconds ago, and it has escaped my... it's escaped my brain completely, and there's no way to say. But yeah, really cool-looking vehicle. Nice to see in the game. Oh, it's got the roof flaps. That's cool. I like those. It's got the modern NASCAR... roof flaps or whatever. I don't know if they have a more technical term. I think that's just what they are. Anyway, oh, Gliska with a spin. It looks quite silly having them go up under braking though. That's not quite how they work, but never mind. It is for stopping rollovers, not as an air brake. I guess they could maybe be used as an air brake. I feel like they just make the thing quite unstable. Oh, we are going to have a really big dive down the inside on Crane. It worked. At the end of the day, it was ambitious. We got the pass done. Let's go and sit in some slipstream down here. We are to the outside. We might be able to run into this corner with enough momentum. Oh, God, these have got so much more grip than I was expecting. Sorry, whoever that was, Liam. Yeah, sorry, did not mean to brake check you at all there. Did not realise how much grip these have got. I've not driven this car before. They've got stunning levels of grip, so you could just carry loads of speed through that corner. We are turning up at warp speed. Oh, that was really early on the brakes. That scared the crap out of me. Yep, that was a thing. That was scary. We got it stopped. We lost a bunch of time. Yeah, no, so I mean, it wasn't necessarily the worst idea in the world for Ninetales to be a little bit earlier on the brakes to try to avoid 3 wide in the hairpin. However, I was not expecting that early, and that caught me out massively. Oh, yeah, fighting side by side through there isn't great. I think these are so quick. You almost don't want to be fighting side by side through there because you just lose so much time. Thought about having a big dive, not quite close enough this time around. Blakey to the front briefly. Now it's just a big slipstream train down the back stretch. Is there any potential for bump drafting? Whoa. I almost don't want to be on the inside. I'm happy to more follow. Yeah, you barely need to brake around that corner. You do need to brake around that corner if you suddenly catch some understeer from a slipstream trail. But whoa, bouncy all over the place there. We are exploring. We're making up our own final corner. We are going to shoot to the outside. It's going to be a long way round here. Might make it work though. God, I don't know where the braking point is for that corner. The brakes on this are so good. Admittedly, we are comparing it to the last thing I drove, which was the Gauntlet Classic, which they probably aren't great on. But yeah, you stop very quickly in this. So your braking zones for that turn 1, I just don't know where they are. Especially when we've been doing different levels of slipstream each lap and all of that. It's such a tight corner. Oh, Ewan's all crossed up through there. Blakey's about to launch it and does. Lands it, does go off the circuit a little bit. So almost got big airtime and landed it on the circuit. Oh, Liam's lagged and climbed a wall and got back down again from it. Fair enough. Now, we are unfortunately not going to be able to... We've got no slipstream on Liam and a bunch of cars have got slipstream on us. Stinty is going to go... We are going to catch Liam by the end of the straight. Oh... No, we are caught. We're caught in a very awkward place there. Ninetales, although Ninetales also in an awkward place for the next part of the corner. They are going to trade paint between the top two. I'm going to look for a sneaky way around the outside of everybody. That would have been one hell of a photo finish. We get a huge shove from Liam. We're going to try and go quite deep into this hairpin if we can. God, that was so little braking. You're just on the brakes for so little amount of time here. This group of cars is looking dangerous, though. It was tough enough with 6 or 7 cars, and now that pretty much the entire field is together. You know something's going to happen. You know there's going to be a point where he's asking too much of this many vehicles. I think that might have been it, actually, on the outside of Gliska. Yeah, that's... I don't know what went on behind. Kind of sorted themselves out a bit. Whoop. Here we go. We've got a huge amount of speed on the outside. Oh, didn't know what way Stinty was going in that one. We're still going to have a huge amount of overspeed heading down here. It's going to be on that outside line. Oh, it snapped sideways through there. What can you do through this section? Oh, not that. Oh, I got on the curb and I got Liam. Oh, it wasn't even really, it wasn't the curb, it was like the dip in the ground that it just fell in and bounced us wide. God damn it. That's frustrating. And it's frustrating for Liam. We have still got time though. I think there might still be, we've gone to the back of the train, but I think there is still time to make it forward in all of this. We will have to wait and see. You can go from so far back on the brakes and it will stop. Now, this bit, we know side-by-side through here is a bit dicey. It's one of those things you kind of want to do because it looks like you might be able to make up some time. However, just more often than not, it goes horribly wrong. Level 8 is going to be reappearing on the left-hand side. Everyone is fine, though, through there. We've got this great slipstream off of, I think it's Brazen, I'm not sure. The nameplate's not really coming up. It looks like Brazen colours, anyway. The great slipstream has had enough of, you know, working down there. Can we fire it wide through here? Yep. Slipstream's picking up, though, at completely the wrong point. Ewan with a big kick of oversteer through all of that. I mean, we are buried in this pack, although we're going to get this crazy exit, although everyone is... A lot of us back here have got this crazy amount of speed. This is just all stacking up. Level 8 going for the wide line through here is going to just run out of... Like, it's not a bad idea, but you just run into this wall of metal that just doesn't have... You just don't have anywhere else to go with it. Oh, that is a car off on the inside. That's a car in big trouble. Me and Liam have snuck through quite well there. I don't really want to have to lift. I want to go behind Stevie, but in front of Liam. Oh. And, oh crap. Our turn to, well, once again find Liam in that one. Yeah, I mean, I say I feel a little less sympathy in that one. I mean, if Liam had lifted for a second, we would have got in behind Stevie and we would have been fine there. Stevie, like, Liam doesn't have to lift, but if we're gonna sit all like that side by side, there's always a chance that something's gonna go wrong. And yeah, I ran out of grip through that one, and then got the air time. We will make our way. Oh, back end let go big time there. What lap number are we on? I don't actually know. We've got at least one more to go. What is it? 2 more laps to go. Liam, I think, will be back in the fight by the end of this anyway. So, Brazen leads from Blakey, then it's Impega, then it's level 8, then it is me. Mute is in here as well. It's going to change, though, with 2 laps to go. It's going to change a lot. I don't know if I want to be in the middle of a 3 wide down there. You can see how narrow it gets on the exit already. Definitely don't want that. Level 8 is risking jumping across the curve. Don't really know if it's actually that much quicker, and you do run the risk of upsetting the car. We've got a good amount of speed through that section. We can send it to the inside a bit down here. It's not perfect though, and that's the issue. We struggle a bit to get off the corner. Impega's across to the inside. We've got no slipstream for us. Oh, Liam gives us a bump draft. Impega's all crossed up. That sort of gave us all a bit of a scare down this section. Blakey is to the front of the pack. We all want to run in here with speed. I don't know how much understeer anybody's going to get through all of that. Level 8's come out of it quite well. We are across the big sausage curb. That is not the line you want to take because he's just too slow on the exit. We've got 1 more lap to go here. Whoa, huge amount of speed. Going to have to back out of that one. I mean, I'm happy to take the wide line through there. Stinty almost got a bumper full of orange car. There is a gap for us to slot our vehicle in. We will take that. It's a little bit more spread out on this final lap. I'm going to guess shenanigans may have occurred on that hairpin. Oh, there is a car wanting to get side by side with us through here. They back out of it, which is good news for me. We will run. Stinty's corner has once again come into effect. We are 3 wide on the exit there. We're through. The problem is I'm going to get a little bit left for dead in the middle. Liam's tried and gambled and fallen off. Liam's gamble did not pay off there, and Stinty got a tag, and we got fired off as well. Oh. Liam's gamble was, unfortunately, of their own making. Whatever happened to Stinty... So someone, I guess, was trying to give Stinty a bump draft, and it didn't hook up fully. Stinty got fired sideways into me, who had nowhere to go. We were on the edge of the circuit at that point. I guess it's the danger, it's the risk you run. You want to be on that curb for a curb boost, but that part of the circuit, it is the very edge of the track. You can get into trouble. Oh, I don't know whether we beat Stinty across the line. We were trying to be sneaky. We may have done it, we may not have. We will have to wait and see on that one. Did we get Stinty? No, we didn't. Jesus, it was close. Longbow gets fastest lap of the race in 13th. But obviously, misfortune befell Longbow. Brazen takes victory. Ninetales is second, and Pega is up in third. Team Orange at least is in fourth, but yeah. Sad end. A sad end to a good race. Those cars are awesome. I really like them. I really like them. Great fun to go driving with. Fun circuit as well, driving it the other way around. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and a big thank you to Longbow for building this track. That, though, shall be it from me. Until next time, a goodbye.